I'll give him just a little more. I'll give him just a little more. Just a little more. Always and forever I will be. I'll give him just a little more.
Hey, what's up? It's the Lil MO Show, the podcast. Yes, you see how we do it. Really big over here. Not just your regular, average microphone and doing interviews, but we always have family with us. And I'm your host, Lil Mo, and to my right, I have my family with me. Let me give him a more formal introduction because you've seen him on Love and Hip Hop. You've seen him with Lil Mo. You've seen him on Love and Hip Hop with Lil Mo. Give it up for the boxer, the dad, the husband, the DJ, the tax accountant, the CPA, the DA, the judge, the jury, the executioner, my security, my bank teller, my ATM receipt holder, my shoe shiner, my butt buffer, my bum bump popper. Nah, D-Mike, no, introduce yourself, eh?
What up? It's your boy KD.
AKA?
AKA D-Mike, AKA
Call
K
Dargan,
Dizzle,
just in case.
my nizzle. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? No,
This thing hurting.
let's get it poppin', baby.
Oh, you see how he was first all lit and loud, now all of a sudden he went to his LL Cool J. Yeah, baby, I just want to love you,
This is
baby.
my show. Don't get it messed up, okay?
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right, now.
Like I said, I got family with me today. Let me get comfortable and stuff like that. And to his immediate right, we have NEEF. What? NEEF,
Buck.
Bucky Rogers,
Bucky
the
Rogers,
boy that
the
sang that song.
Trash Bag King.
Trash Bag King.
Yeah, Starbucks when I'm directing.
Wait, what's that mean?
That's when I'm in directing mode. That's when I'm behind the scenes. That's
Bucky
Starbucks.
Rogers.
Wait a minute. So there's a difference between NEEF Buck, Bucky Rogers,
Yeah.
Trash Bag
All
King.
my alter egos, yeah. And they are nicknames.
What in
And
the
this
mental
the thing.
health?
This is not to get into off topic, but if you make your own nickname up, it's not official. It's not stamped. Somebody else have to give you that nickname
exactly.
for it to be official.
Wait, what you mean?
Like Trash Bag King was given to me by my man Ski Watt Raski. Like you gotta like somebody gotta give you that name. It got to be. They gotta see. He seen me
natural.
doing
Like, did you,
something.
Because it's
so Trash
natural,
Bag
Yeah,
King.
it's natural. You can't just.
It ain't what
So
you
it-
give
it
yourself, because
wasn't
that's what you
like-
want to be.
But it wasn't like you was
that's
working for
fake.
sanitation.
Nah.
You are the Trash Bag King because you work for, well, not work with, or you finance.
You got the bag.
Exactly.
You got
So I was
the
doing
bag.
something. And he used to be so newsy, and he used to be like, "Yo, you the Trash Bag King." That's how I got that. And just,
Gotcha.
and Bleak gave me NEEF Buck. NEEF Buck don't speak much to keep the heat up. Memphis
Gotcha.
Bleak gave me that. Shout out to Greasy for that.
Yeah. So what is Bucky Rogers? What is that like?
That's when I'm performing. I
Okay.
get Bucky
Yeah,
Rogers.
you Bucky Rogers. You already,
I just knew him as NEEF, but y'all be like, yo, Buck. And what do they call you
Rogers,
around your
like,
way?
you know.
Everything. NEEF Buck, Bucky Rogers, Trash Bag King, Mr. Forever Do Me, everything.
Damn.
It's all my alter egos.
It's almost like when me, like if somebody call me a certain name, I'll know how they know me.
Like if they say car, that
They
means
know me
they
from
you.
school.
Why girls always try to give you your whole handle so they can feel important?
Like what you mean?
Yo, you're
'Cause
right.
that's
So
how
they
bitches
want to be
is.
like, oh, I know him as.
Like, yeah.
Or they
No.
say,
They give you a real
I'm glad
handle,
you
like,
said that.
wow,
Nah,
like,
real
No,
rap.
they do,
Because I
they
told
do,
him, I
they
was
do.
just like, what we not
They
finna
do.
do. I told him with this whole re-imaging and branding, because a lot of, with us being on Love and Hip Hop, it took us to another level.
Exactly.
And with that going to another level is a lot of people who came out the woodworks. And I said, all right, what we doing with this rebranding? I'm Little Mo, Miss Mo. Don't nobody get to call me Cynthia, but my lawyer, my doctor, my mother don't even call me Cynthia.
Exactly.
And my doctor, my lawyer, anybody like that I do like business with my signature like that. But don't nobody get to call me Meezy, but him, Fab. Like people that's like cool. So when people say yo Meez, that means you know me for 10 years plus.
Right.
So you can call me Meez.
Okay.
But when people like Cynthia, like no, you out of pocket.
you
So I
call me,
told them
right.
when people saying, oh car, I said,
No, it's
first
a
of
difference.
all,
It's a difference because when they say car, that mean they know me from school. If they trying to be smart and trying to say
CAR,
my,
CAR.
yeah, car.
No, it's KAR,
No,
KAR, because you're
listen.
car with a K.
I know, but they call me car.
But
If
then-
that mean you know me from school. Now if you trying to be smart, they'll say Carl. They'll say it one time.
Yeah, I saw somebody say that.
They'll
and
say
I'ma
it
beat
one
this
time.
bitch.
Yeah, people. It's
They'll
always,
say, hey,
Don't you hate
Carl
that?
Dargan. No, I
No,
know
because they
him.
want you to be
Always
extra and
wanna
they want to
feel
get
like
slapped.
Like, yeah, NEEF Buggy, but try to hot knee.
Yeah, exactly.
I know
you
that's
doing?
hot Neef. You ain't no
Why they
damn
do
hot
stuff
Neef. You don't
like
even
that?
know him. You don't even know his mother name. And you
crazy.
don't know what, man, I just want to throw bitches. I don't know. See, now you got me all hyped.
That's
Listen, let
real
me eat some of
talk,
this candy and sip my tea. So I'm glad we got that out the way. But, all right, you got a project coming Excuse me, I mean, this candy good as shit.
It just dropped. No, it just dropped. Right?
Forever Do Me 9.
Yeah, it just dropped.
It's on all digital platforms. Make sure y'all go check that out.
Do people do hard copies anymore?
Sometimes I do them for when I do like in-stores and signings and stuff like that.
All right.
To give out and sign. You know, I move around a lot with the Forever Do Me clothing line.
Okay.
Every city that I go to, I try to do pop-up shops and touch the people in the daytime. You know, sign autographs and kiss babies. And
you gotta be careful with kissing people now because the flu.
No, it's just the babies. You know, I love
babies
you know,
be sick.
Yeah, I know.
And you will get
sick. But I can tell. I can tell.
Do people just be trying to make you hold their baby?
Yeah, and take pictures and stuff like that.
I don't be holding people baby.
I love the kids. I don't have no kids, so you know.
Why?
She's a unicorn.
I don't know, man.
He's a unicorn.
It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And I want to get married first.
Inshallah, because D Mike said on Love and Hip Hop Reunion, his pullout game weak, so I guess yours is on a beam.
Yo, when you call him young boy and he looked at you, I was in the house.
How did he look at me? I didn't see it.
I was in tears. You hear me?
What did I do? How was
you
it?
was just going. You was going in.
What did I say?
You was having your moment, and you said, "Yeah, you know, he my young boy," and he looked at you.
Like how?
I was in that.
Because everybody was like, he must have just been giving mad looks. Because they said when I said Merry Christmas, I'm pregnant, that he looked at me like it was a surprise or like he didn't even want no kid. I was like, well, fuck out of here. That nigga's the one that got me pregnant. I didn't get him pregnant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though when we did find out, I like threw the pregnancy test at him because he was like, what's the matter with you? I was like, he was like, what's wrong? Like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Somebody did something. Look alive, look alive. And I was like, I had it in a plastic bag and I threw it at him. I said, it's lit. That was it. That's how we say I'm pregnant.
Crying.
I know, because I be so emotional. But since then,
what are we gonna do?
No, I was like, bitch, where I'ma live? Hello, nah.
Y'all two is something else.
No, we lit. But then since then, we have lost the baby, but we moved forward since then, because, I mean, I'm still ovulating. We still married. Shit still lit. Hello? But anyway, you said you want to wait till you get married.
Yes.
Why? Everybody else out here.
Why you saying like that? Married. What's
Married? That's her language. I don't know.
How am I supposed to say? How you supposed to say? Why you
know how we say, damn, that's my dog. She's like, that's my Doug.
Oh, okay.
My Doug.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's that.
When do you want to get married?
Inshallah.
Everybody else just popping them out.
Yeah, inshallah. I get blessed with a beautiful Musalima. I want to marry. You know, we can marry for a lot of different reasons, but I want to marry for knowledge. Because I look at it like the man go get the bread, the bacon, bring it back home to the family.
Beef bacon, not pork bacon.
Yeah, turkey bacon.
Hello.
But my upbringing and my knowledge that the man's supposed to go get it and bring it back home, and the woman supposed to nourish, nourish the kids and teach them.
And like nurture the family,
nurture the family and stuff like that.
So she don't have to have no job?
No, not really, because a lot of people don't understand the way it was, written in the Quran and probably even the Holy Bible is that the woman, like, you got to think about it. Some women are forced to be in certain situations where they have to fend for themselves and they have to be independent women. Gotcha. And I take my hat off to all the sisters around the world. And but it was really made for the women to teach the kids, because if a woman is out going to school or working or doing other things, somebody else is raising your children. So they can raise them any type of way. You got babysitters that just watch the kids. They don't teach them nothing.
You're right.
So, that reflects on the child. Yeah. But, the mother is just trying to pay the bills. But if you letting somebody else raise your kids, and then when they get to a certain age when they don't know nothing or they don't respect you, and you don't have that bond with them, just that upbringing is everything. So, a lot of people, sometimes they put their money and their business before their beliefs or their deen. I try to put my deen before anything else, you know what I mean? Because it's
how did you get to that point? Because you sound very mature. I'm like, I'm gonna wait till I get married for knowledge. I'm like, you ain't had no slip ups like a bitch be like, well, it might be a little.
I had one time that I knew I wasn't the father of the baby, but it's like sometimes it's hard when you're an entertainer, and like I know y'all go through it all the time. You know what I mean? When somebody just
you want to see my DMs?
Can just put something out there on you, and this people just believe it like it's hard.
Wait, what happened? I never heard about this.
When you're an entertainer, you know what I'm saying? When you're in the public side, so I looked at it like, of course I knew it wasn't my child, but I had to like
go through the motions.
Yeah, go through the motions. Yeah, I did all that, and it's funny. I could tell this story. I'm gonna try to make it short as possible.
Nah, go in, because this is juicy. I've never heard this one before.
I think D might know the girl.
Is it one of his baby
I wouldn't put her name out there.
I never put up. But if you had to tell the story, then I'd probably be.
Because she probably trying to say it was Dynamite Baby too. No, you know a lot of people used to think y'all looked alike. No, I'm not trying to be funny. No, I'm being.
Listen though.
Oh my God.
So this girl I had dealings with was we was having fun hanging out, doing stuff. We was bringing her on the road with us sometime, her and her girlfriends. We was just having fun, just young and just enjoying life. And I don't never even remember having unprotected sex with her. But I know she was doing her, I was doing me and stuff like that. We just was cool. We was just kicking it. And I went on the road. I think I was on Rock the Mic tour with Jay and 50 Cent.
I was on that tour too.
Rock the Mic tour. Yeah, exactly.
I opened up and Fab was next and Missy. Yeah. We'll talk about that.
So I was on the road like for a while and I ain't see her for like months. Like, I think that tour was like 50 cities. And I came back, and just me having a good heart sometimes it get me in trouble or get me in situations and to be tested. And I reached out to her like, what's up, what's going on, how you doing, how you been or whatever. And she was just like, come see me or whatever, this, that, and the third. So I went and seen her. This one Roc-a-fella was out. She had a big puffy pink.
Did she have a powder blue Roc-a-fella suit and some white nights?
She had a bomber powder pink.
Okay.
Roc-a-fella coat.
Right.
But
So,
did she have a white nights?
The big joint.
Yeah,
the
probably think she might have had some ears on.
Okay.
So she got in the car with me and I was like, come on, let's go back to my spot or this, that, and the third. And I didn't even notice nothing at the time.
Did she smell like chicken?
No, she didn't smell like chicken. But we got back to the house. Some houses, the heat rises and it be hotter in the upstairs.
Is that a hood house? Because that doesn't have a house. I'm about to say, because central air.
That's the hood houses. We was at 29. We was at Mall Crib on 18th Street.
Damn.
Is that the Bando?
Yeah, rest in peace to Mall.
Dang.
So listen, she was up there with me, D-Mike, and we was sitting there watching TV.
With that hot-ass coat on.
It was hot as hell, and she never took the coat off.
Oh, she about to be stinking.
She never took the coat off, so after a while, I was like, yo, take your coat off.
You're sweating, girl.
Listen, she finally took the coat off. She was out here, right? So I'm not thinking nothing. I don't know nothing what's going on. So I'm like, damn, you got pregnant with, She's like, yeah. I was like, damn, where your baby from? She's like, you don't know him, all defensive, right? We talked for a little while, I got quiet. She said, I don't know how to tell you something. I want to tell you something, I don't know how to tell you. So after me trying to get it out of her, she eventually talking about, yeah, you the baby father.
I said, bitch, how you know?
The first thing I said before I said anything, I said,
bitch,
what can you do? Know what she told me, D-Mike? In a week.
So she was chicken.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Any day now.
I couldn't believe it. What could you do? What could you do?
She can't. Never mind. I'm about to say.
You know what I'm saying? What could I do? I couldn't believe it.
Even if it was so long ago, you like, I can't even do the calculation on this.
Yeah,
shit.
I can't even do the calculation. I'm in a situation now. I'm thinking, first thing I say, so what you telling your family? Like, who you pregnant about? How you explaining that? Where's the baby father?
Wait, we about to take a quick break, and when I come back, I'm gonna tell you what I had heard the girl had said.
Okay.
More with the Lil Mo Show when we return. Oh, this is about to be lit.
All we need is 30 minutes. I need that Mr. Daddy, 'cause stroke don't pull it out till I get finished. All I need is 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
And we're back. It's the Lil Mo Show. I'm your host, Lil Mo.
KD, Dynamite.
NEEF Buck don't speak much. One half of the Gunners.
Keep the heat tucked.
Forever Do Me 9 out right now too.
Okay. Well, damn. So before we had took a break, I was telling you I had just got in ears. I just got the audio, which I'm gonna repeat. Hold on. Okay. What they said the girl had said.
Right.
What was it you asked her? You was just like, well, what are you telling your family, or what are you telling people that you like while pregnant? Because just being a mom, and so that means she went to the doctor's appointments alone and this and that. And I'm pretty sure I can tell you this: these bitches be lying.
Right.
She knew from the rip who her baby father was, and the fact that you said in the beginning of the story that you didn't even remember having unprotected sex with, but she was just like, she probably tried to roll the dice and be like, da 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 da. You want to know what I can probably 90% guarantee what she was telling people? Yeah, I was on tour, the Rock the Mic tour. She was about to be, it wasn't her NEEF. It was NEEF Buck Baby.
I skipped the part too.
What?
Right. I skipped the part. When I was on the road, she reached out to me. This would make it real funny and freaky.
And shaky.
She reached out to me while I was on a tour and told me that she was pregnant and she needed money for abortion.
Have you heard that one before?
I had cash. If she told, guess how much she told me the abortion
$400, because it shouldn't be no more than that.
$1,500.
Fuck
Look,
outta here.
$1,500. I had so much money at the time. She could ask me for $15,000 just for. I would have gave it to her. Just to not have you have a baby or say you had a baby or anything for me to just. Not be involved in you. Son of $1,500 like it was nothing. So that's why when I called out the blue when I first came home off the tour. When you
pulled up when she had on the hot coat.
She was hiding it for a while. And she kept on saying she was pregnant, but I'm thinking she's pregnant from somebody else. Or something.
Like she got rid of that situation.
You know what I mean? I ain't seen it in so long. I ain't know what
Did
was
she
going
return
on.
the $1,500?
No, when I see it, when I always messed it with her after that. Like after fast forward until when I found out it wasn't mine and everything, I used to ride up on her and stuff like that. I'd be like, yo, where my money at? Let me get my money back.
Like,
I used to play with her, you know what I'm saying?
No, but I don't blame you. Get your money back.
No, but
why not?
I had the same number. I had the same number since then. She still check up on me to this day.
You're the only person that had the same number. Like I think he probably paid the phone people said don't get nobody.
You're a strong man for that because it's a lot of people that are walking around right now.
That's true because what you gotta understand, in any religion you forgive.
In any relationship you're supposed to forgive. But that's like playing with somebody's.
The funniest thing though, right? I bossed up because I'm a different type of individual, right? I reached out to her mother.
Her mom.
I sat down with her mother over dinner. I took her mother out. Never met her mom in a day. Some type of fly restaurant. I don't remember.
Wendy's?
This was you know they don't eat
That's
like
why
me.
I asked because
You know, they don't eat like me. So
yeah.
They don't eat like this. So I took her some flex. But listen, this the thing. She didn't know.
She
didn't know. I just bossed up in a different type of way. Reached out to her family. And took her mom out because I really wanted to know like what was they thinking of me? Like
you want to know what they was thinking? Like, How long ago was this? It was a check.
I ain't know, but the mom didn't have no idea. So her mom was like kind of on my side and saying this is what she did with her first baby. Like this, you know.
Oh, she got other kids?
She had one daughter at the time. And she was just moving funny and, you know, her mom and them was having a fallout. So the mom was rocking with me the whole time, right? She was like on my side, like, you know what I mean? Heavy. Like this, that, and the third, right?
And they found out, you the Jay-Z.
So time went along. I didn't do nothing. My mother and my family is real protective from me over me because it's like if something happened to me, like the cookie crumbles, like it's like so they you know what I'm saying? So they want me to be straight at all times, mentally, physically, and spiritually. They want me to be straight or whatever. So like that. So I didn't really say nothing to her. It kind of really throughout the week.
This was after the baby was born?
No, this the week. This in
Was
the
you
week.
there for the birth?
This in the week. Hear me, Mo. It's in the week. So throughout the week, she's constantly reaching out to me, telling
with the
me
hot coat on.
Yeah.
Okay.
telling me how much she apologized and she's sorry. This, that, and the third. The only thing I kept on asking her, D Mike, was, "Are you sure?"
Oh.
Like I wasn't getting into it. Ain't mine. I ain't. You know what I mean? I ain't.
Just, are you sure it's me?
Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm positive. This, that, and the third. Blah 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 blah. So the mom was rocking out with me the whole time. She had the baby. I was on the road doing shows. The mom called me when she had the baby. She had the baby and said, "Are you gonna take care of your responsibilities?"
I was like, "Bitch, I don't even."
So I was like, you know, when I get back off the road, you know, I'm gonna come, you know, this, that, and the third, blah blah blah. So when I got off the road, I called her. I already set up an appointment to get a swab. Right. They don't know this. Okay. They don't know this. Yes. This how it works. They don't know that I set up an appointment. It just so happened that the appointment, they were somewhere in North, and the appointment was somewhere like 18th and Fairmount, somewhere like
right there.
Close. Yeah, I didn't know they was going to be in North Philly, like right there where they was at. They was like right across the street from the Johnson homes. They wasn't in the projects, but they was like in one of the houses, right off the like probably 22nd Street or something like that. So I went over there. It's my first. They looking at it as my first time seeing the baby. They packed up all this stuff. Cause they thinking I'm ready to take it to my family and show it off. You know what I'm saying? So they shot. I'm with my sister.
I got a baby by NEEF. He just got off tour. He on there with Jay-Z.
They get all that stuff. I take the baby right down the street. I'm talking about right down the street.
Did you take the stuff with you?
Listen, get the swap. I brought the baby right back in like 10 minutes. They was looking at me like I was the fuck crazy.
Cause they told you it was yours right there.
No, I didn't say
No. You still gotta wait, but
I waited.
She thought that the baby was gonna spend the night with her dad.
Fast forward to like probably a week and some change later. I'm in New Orleans. I remember like it was yesterday, one of the best days of my life. I was in New Orleans doing a show, me and Chris. My mother called me and said, you know,
got some mail here.
The baby is 99% not yours, whatever. So I was happy or whatever. I was ecstatic. A lot of people didn't feel like they was happy for me though. Like a lot of people wanted me to go through that what other people go through. Like I wasn't.
They want you to feel that.
Yeah,
trauma.
they wanted me to have that. A lot of people that was surrounded at me, they wasn't really happy for me.
I remember this. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah, like they wasn't really happy for me. A lot of people wasn't, like people that was around, like
So
they wanted me to go through that.
how did you break the news to Hot Coat?
So it was funny, but this the thing, right? My mind was somewhere else at the time. I wasn't always mature. It just so happened, and it's funny how God work in mysterious ways. Her mother called me probably a half an hour after my mom called me. And she said, you know, well, NEEF, what are you going to do? Like, we trying to figure out if you're going to take care of your responsibilities or not, this, that, and the third. Now, I know it's not mine. But I didn't just give them the easy way out. I ain't just say, yo, that baby ain't mine. I got to test. They still don't know that I stole the baby and took it down the street. I told them, when I come back home, I'm going to get a test. And if it's mine, I'm going to take care of my responsibilities. But I'm in my head, immature. I'm thinking, how can I get her back? They put me through so much.
How can I?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Why you ain't get nobody beat her the fuck up?
He humble. He not.
So listen, I was even thinking.
You too humble, because I wasn't even humble in those days.
So listen, when the baby, when I got back to the neighborhood, she was bringing the baby around.
All out.
Showing
NEEF Buck baby here.
Right? It was a hot summer day. Now the whole neighborhood
out.
Boop all of them out.
Ooh,
they know,
Boop had braids.
Yo, so I done told them like the baby ain't mine, understand the third.
So this is like,
listen, everything happened for a reason. I couldn't plan none of this. She called me, said I'm in your neighborhood with the baby. Where you at? Like she want to come show me him. Now I done told the whole block that the baby ain't mine. She lied, this, that, and the third. Got the paperwork. She came to the block. I'm talking about they roasted her. You hear me?
What they
Barbecue.
did?
Gave her everything, but the kitchen sink, hit her with everything but the kitchen sink.
But they was like,
Boop and all of them. They was
you know
going,
Boop. Oh.
so what type time? Like he on like a, what type joking time is he on?
He on like
So
Kevin Hart.
Like that type of.
Funny.
Speaking of Kevin Hart, Skeet ain't here today because he's running around the world being a fake ass looking like Kevin Hart. No, but he getting that work.
Your job.
It's crazy because the NEEF that we know, from Roc-a-fella to touring, Young Guns, to the state property movies, to everything you done, I would have never known that side. So honestly, I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, she said she got to get more hip hop-ish, right?
Who?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I talk about a lot of these stories in the music. Remember you said you got to get more hip hop-ish? I think when we was taking a ride or something. Remember?
Yeah.
No, because
Cause we was like, yo,
you just R&B. You just R&B.
No, because
I
said because I'm rebranding, I'm re-imaging it, so I could keep the hip hop and I could keep the R&B, but it comes a time where you have to mature.
Right.
And so a lot of people, Mo, you laugh. Oh, I still cuss a motherfucker out. I'll still threaten your life. I'll still slap a kid if you mess with my kid.
She was like, she was like, yeah, because me, I was like, yeah, it's like, she like, when she see things like, when y'all did, when State Property went up to Hot 97, did all that, woo. I'm like, you know.
Y'all was young then, right?
I said, Mo, you know NEEF wasn't there. She like,
oh yeah, you wasn't there?
I wasn't there. She was like, you know, I said, go look at it.
So let's get some of that history, because now that we know a personal part, that I can't wait for this book. NEEF tells all.
Yeah.
NEEF's beef. I
just ain't gonna put nobody's names in there.
Yeah, because then people.
They come for the checks, right? Can't they sue you and all that, right? So I'm gonna play it safe.
What was like some of?
I've been sued before too in the industry.
Tell us.
I've been sued by my next door neighbor.
For? Loud music?
No, I was really like instrumental as far as the Young Guns, as far as like creating a lot of things besides just the music part. And I had got my childhood friend to create a logo for me, the YG logo that you see, and I had a company card, Get In Where You Fit In at the time, and it was like GIFI. And he was a guy from around my way. He was doing free tattoos for everybody, drawing for everybody, free everything. Just doing this thing as a kid. And you know, once I used the logos for the albums or whatever, but I got them from him or whatever. But once I got on or whatever, got signed, and I used these logos for the albums, you know, people got in his head, I guess, you know, he making money off of it, this, that, and the third.
The baby mother.
But at the time, my mother was still living next door to him.
Okay.
So he could have went to my family. I need to talk to NEEF, this, that, and the third. Took me right in court.
What did he try to sue you for?
Sue me for that, for me using his artwork.
For how much?
I think he got maybe 20. And we settled out because it was costing me so much to go to court.
Right, you was like, man, I can't
keep. I had like my lawyer, Def Jam, and a Roc-a-fella lawyer. Listen, I had all these petitions. He didn't come to court. He ain't had to come to court one time, and they gave him like a dub. But you know, he ran through that dub so fast.
2 weeks. Now that's okay.
Like
so he went from a neighbor to like.
So it could have been so much more though. That's just.
He could have just said, "Yo, let me talk to NEEF."
But somebody got his.
Just pull me in.
Anything, you know what I mean? And my family was just so disappointed because.
But what is he gonna do? Just draw pictures all day?
This is next door neighbor. Like this is somebody, and I'm never, you know, me, Mike forever. My highest point, my lowest point. I never you can't. There's never a situation I can't get in touch with NEEF. He's too this, he did,
That's
he
what
did.
I'm about to say.
There's one thing about you.
But you know how people are, man. They think, you know, people,
they think
a lot of people go get in their heads.
Crazy thing about it, he would take you to court. Me personally, I think if he would have came to you like, you know, just pull me in, put me on some people, boom.
Anything.
Which honestly, that's what.
Worked out better that way.
That's really how basically was it all y'all put on like that, like how. I think we were talking, you said you met Jay before you knew Beans. Mm-hmm. Jay being Jay-Z. Like, tell that story. Like, a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, well.
Who pulled you in?
I met a guy, street cat, that knew another cat named Stevie G. Stevie G was taking a lot of people. He had something to do with Beans at the time, management.
Gotcha.
Most wanted a bunch of guys.
It's Stevie G,
you know
that's my man. I just seen him too.
He was taking a lot of people up to different labels or whatever. I spit for him, me and my brother, and he loved us, wanted to take us up to New York or whatever like that. And me and Chris wasn't partners at the time. I just gave Chris the game and got him started with the music and stuff like that. And he just continued to sharpen his skills and practice his craft and write and stuff like that. So I just knew the chemistry that we had, and we was just real familiar with each other, music and our raps, and we had joints together, but we wasn't partners. But I just thought it would just be so dope for some two young guys. I don't think it was young guys that came out of Philly since like the youngsters and stuff like that. That's who I come up watching and stuff like that. So, from West Philly. So like that, I just thought it would be a dope idea and something different. So I went and got Chris like the next time that I met Steve up or what I wanted to bring my partner through. He wasn't my partner, but I was just like, Steve, yeah, I want to bring my partner through or whatever. And
gotcha.
So we rapped for him. He's like, come on, yeah, I like it. Like, let's do it or whatever. Next thing you know, we was up New York shopping deals, going for everybody, whoever was somebody.
So then you sign your deal. And everything magical happens from there.
No, it was a long.
Can you please let people know? Because people be like, I can't wait to get a record deal. No. I can't wait for the world to see my talent. But you get your record deal, and then all your problems went away.
Hell no.
They just think it's rhyme and beat.
Hell no.
It's stress time and eat, deadlines to meet.
Hello.
And the Vans, we blew our money.
What you buy? What you buy with it? That girl.
I gave my mom some money. I bought a car. I bought a watch. Rest in peace to my old head Boob, right? He always was telling me about a watch that he wanted. And I got the money and just went and took him. We went to like the jeweler store, right?
South Street?
And I just bought the watch. He like, God, I told you I was trying to get this watch forever. Just imagine you wanting to watch the whole time.
Up.
And your young boy running to some money and he gonna get it before you. Like, he was like, yo.
That's hanky.
And I went and grabbed and
Wait, you gave it to him or you was like, oh, I'm gonna get this watch?
No, that's my watch. I ain't buy him that watch.
Yo.
Yeah. Rest in peace to my old head Booby Slim. Yeah. It was good times, man. I was walking around 15 on me at one time, a kid running around, and I was still going to school. I was still going to school. I had every throwback jersey you can imagine. You hear me?
From Mitchell and Ness?
Mitchell and Ness.
Because me, Fab, everybody used to drive out Mitchell and Ness to go see Ruben.
Yep. Shout out to
Big Rube, right?
Big Rube.
Yep. I was still going to Gratz. Chris wasn't coming to school at all. Chris was fried somewhere. Listen, I was going to school. I was giving the keys. You know how the car that I bought, like my heart always got me in trouble. Like I would pass the key. I'd be in school. My friends say,
like, yo, say,
let me see the car, NEEF.
Make sure you come pick me up.
I just give them the car. That's how the car got tore up. One of my young boys, they couldn't get around the block. Tore the whole car up. Rat Ski. My next car, Rat Ski, had my car down South Street. I was on the road. I was on a tour. My next car, he let the cops pull him over on feet down South Street, and they took the car.
You're out of pocket, right?
My next
South
car
Street.
was in a real tragedy that I can't talk about. But that car got taken from all the cars was getting taken from like my friends, giving them the keys.
Wait, why were you just giving away your things so freely? Because the reason why I asked that is just like,
we didn't appreciate it.
That's why I was saying like,
appreciate it,
young.
and you don't think people was just like, yo, just holler at NEEF, he'll get, you know what I mean?
Man, probably, but
man.
people
Jury,
like,
you know how much jury we done lost, all
That's
types
what
of stuff like. It was
just
so
did a,
much, it was
stuff
moving
like
so
that. I be like,
fast.
man, it's different. Like, I mean, a lot
Like,
of that
that's
stuff
sad.
going, a lot of that stuff going
sad.
up. It comes to people so easy. It's like, fuck it, I get another one tomorrow.
Yeah,
If it go away, I
exactly.
get it was coming so fast and so easy.
And this is when y'all did y'all deal, you and Chris. I know you got FDM and your whole movement, and like you're basically staying afloat just because I can tell you have a great head on your shoulders. Is the Young Guns, y'all still together, you and Chris?
Absolutely, without a doubt. That don't stem
Because I
from
know
music.
he's doing his project.
Yeah, he's doing a network. He got a network.
was it working 4?
5. He working on 5. Like that's why I always preached on, because he was doing a lot of different things.
I know,
And,
wasn't he writing for Puff at one time?
yeah, he's a workaholic. That's one thing.
That boy can write his ass off. That Chris
He's a
can write.
workaholic. But how I did my brand or whatever, it just came to fruition. Everything happened for a reason. Like I really believe in the path Allah gave for me, and it was just like how I came up with the Forever Do Me thing. It was like a sample. This one I was really doing it like a mixtape. I was really looking at it like a mixtape and creating like a mixtape. I had a beat. It was like a game beat, and it sounded like in the sample it was saying Forever Do Me. So I called that song Forever Do Me, and then I just came out. I might as well. That represents me. Anybody that know me, my character, the way I move since day one. When everybody go left, I go right. I just always been like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how my upbringing was.
Yeah.
But I looked at it like I wanted to keep the brand. I wanted to keep branding and like just coming up under J and them and Dame and what I was like. A teacher, a student to like some dopest teachers ever, and I looked at it like, Lil Wayne, he had like 1,000,000 trillion mixtapes, but the ones that we will remember is dedication.
Dedication.
That was the brand. You feel what I'm saying? So I said, I got to keep this going. And I had a conversation with Chris. I'm like, because after Networks, he did other things and was just mixing around, going back and forth. And I said, yo, you got to continue to brand that.
Yeah.
Like, they got to remember that you got to be, you know what I'm saying? Unless you do another, like a deal with somebody else and then switch it up or something. But, like, I want Forever Do Me to be bigger than NEEF. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like with any company or any brand that you start, if it's just about you, God forbid something happen to you, then it all fall. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And it's similar to like Lil Wayne with the Carter. He had other albums out, but when you go back to that Carter one, when you go back to that Carter,
that's that classic one.
Yeah, that's his.
You up to FDM number 9 that just dropped.
Yeah, 9 just dropped. So make sure y'all go get that on all digital platforms.
That's my shot.
Tidal, shout out to Tidal too, because they pay you the most for streaming and stuff like that.
Now, did you sign with Tidal just because the whole Jay-Z affiliation?
No, I didn't. Just the company that I partner, we distribute to all those companies.
Gotcha.
So I don't have no deal with Tidal. That's family though.
Okay.
But they cut bigger checks than any other streaming company.
Wow, then I might need to
give me a mixtape.
No, I have a direct connect with them, like. My people's put me in touch, so I didn't know that, and people were asking me, why weren't your old albums on Tidal? I was like, now I'll definitely look into that and about getting it on there. Other things is just like, is there, with everybody from, I would say, the late 90s, early 2000s coming back out, there was one point where it seemed like The Roc was getting back together. Is that still in the works? So what's going on with that? Because everybody, like everybody was hyped. When y'all had met up, the link of that picture, that was posted on Instagram with all y'all, because y'all still look amazing. Like nobody don't look like they 63, that nigga's a drunk. Nobody don't look like they falling apart. But y'all have managed to keep yourselves like very
presentable.
Exactly.
And you're still marketable.
Right.
So with that being said, is anybody in Jay's ear or somebody doing something to say like, yo, I think we should do I think if y'all did a tour, how Puffy for a bad boy, I think that it would sell out.
Stuff like that. Jay need to see stuff like that to know it's like that people are still interested in it. But
Very much.
And then you got to show people that you still want it. Like ain't nobody trying to dig you up out the grave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You still sharp as steel.
Yeah, you can't have your partners or your associates wanting it more than you want it for yourself.
Exactly. When he has all that going on.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
you keep on, the race be going on while you keep on reaching back trying to pick everybody up and put them on your back. The race is still going on.
Right. You gotta show me that you want it.
Yeah,
I can't just be like, yo, come on.
That's the big homie right there. You know, always kept in contact. Whatever we need, he always been there for us. Always love. Like to me, you know, good dude, solid, up and down. I can't tell you nothing bad.
That's why I think the time is
when
now.
outside looking in, people be like, oh no, man, this guy, he don't be looking out, he be woo. I'll be like, man, listen, Jay don't call me. He don't know what I mean, but I've been around him. For being around him, I've been around him. I know how he is. Like
good dude.
Good dude.
Rare breeds,
like,
man. Like
very
rare breeds, man.
Rare.
And I can see why, like, you know, him and
he's all about the level
and his wife click like that because they good people, man. They got pure hearts, man. They real.
And they're workaholics. So I'm like, if they don't stop,
you know what I mean?
we can't stop.
They different. They different type.
And
of
I
people.
love how they keep it all in the family business. I always tell Dunham, I'm just like, yo, I just think that you could kill two birds with one stone. I think you work better as a unit team. That's why I was like, I hope that when you eventually find your soulmate, your one, like I hope that they're on your level, because I'll tell you, some of the mistakes that I made is because when I first got married, was it the Rock the Mic tour? No, I had got married because I thought I was gonna die. I was on drugs and everything, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. I need to leave a legacy. My songs is popping. Then I ain't died, and I was like, oh, let me get out of this thing. Then some other shit happened. So now I'm at the point. I'm just like, listen. When you find your level up and the person that pushes you to the next level, because when you ascend, they ascend. It's always another level, and that's why I'm just like, I hope that you find that person, because you, just from all that you've told us, because we done skipped the whole segment. We usually do. That's what I heard. But we talk about industry trash, smut, filth, and stuff. But I'm just like, you just gave us juice out the gate.
Yeah, for
Some
sure.
stuff I ain't never know, and I be knowing. I be peeking. I be newsy.
That's not even half. That's not even half.
I can only imagine.
There's always a treat every time we meet.
So I'm like, is there like there's gonna be a book and
yeah, I'm gonna do it all, man.
movies?
I really got a lot of plans to do some movies. I wanted to do a movie for this project, Forever Do Me 9. It was so dope. I be having the dopest ideas, like sitting
like
around.
a mini movie to go with.
Yeah, but it like sometimes it's so hard to get a lot of people on the same page about the same thing at the same time. So it's just hard. Like
so
it's hard to find
FDM
good.
10 because
it's
that's like that
hard
10.
to find good help. Yeah, you'll find help. You'll find somebody to do some bullshit for you.
Yeah, FDM 10. Maybe we can
to,
get Meezy on the hook.
I know, cause damn it.
She's so
He always talking about
She got a record with Chris. Ain't got a record with me, right? Out of pocket.
No, because every time I say, yo, in the studio.
And I was supposed to do the video. I was
through.
supposed to get in the video and everything. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you was booked and you was busy, but you lucky it was family, because other than that, it was I was like, pull up. That's how it be. I just gotta send a recipe shout out to, because that's why I was saying I think it would be great for the Rock to get back together, because I don't want everybody to be not saying as good as their last hit, but because those tours were so crazy, and when Bad Boy went on tour, it was one artist in particular who didn't make it, but he just passed, Craig Mack.
Yeah.
And they were saying when he left
Craig
the
Mack.
industry that he left for good. I think he started preaching, became a school teacher, and when they asked him to come on tour, he was like, no, I'm done. So the fact that you're still in it and all you've been through and you're still going strong, it's almost like it's like you never left. Yeah. Which I don't think you ever did. It's just, the industry shifts, but with Craig Mack passing at the age of 46, I'm like, yo, everybody remembers him from Flavor in Your Ear and being signed to Bad Boy, but he left the industry and never returned. What keeps you actually from quitting or not giving up?
Sometimes, like I don't know if I'm gonna do like something separate, like in between the next Forever Do Me, but I got a dope idea to do something called What About the Believers? And the believers to me is my fans. Like in a verse before,
Basically,
I said
the people that believe in you.
Yeah,
What about,
I said in a verse before, I said I don't want fans no more. I want believers, and people still quote it to this day like I'm a believer. You feel what I'm saying? Like DM me like I'm a believer, but the fans, like I tell people all the time, in my era coming up, man, your era, we in any relationship you want to feel appreciated, husband and wife, homies, mother, father, anybody. You want to feel
Any type of
appreciated.
human
Of course,
interaction, that's natural.
So the times we felt appreciated when we went out on the road and seen the people and they sing it word for word for us, that's when we know, oh yeah, we doing it. They feel us, you know, we did a good job or whatever.
Right.
But now with social media and it makes the world so smaller, we hear it every day, all day. You changing people's life, you having an impact on people in a positive way. It's so much, these artists are so, you know, so it's, the music is so powerful, you know what I'm saying? So it touched people in so many different ways.
We live through it.
So you know, I hear it every day in my DMs and everything that I put out, people respond to it and stuff like that. So that's what keep me motivated and keep me pushing. And you know, the music and you know, other good music that I hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan.
Who do you listen to?
I listen to all types of people. I'm a young old head, so I listen to a lot.
Old is ready?
Like when I want to get inspired by certain things, I like a lot of different music. I like when I'm in a club, I like to hear certain things. It's different strokes for different folks. It's like when I'm in a certain atmosphere. But when I want to feel something, when I need chills, I listen to certain people. Like you know
Sade and somebody?
No, I ain't talking
Drake?
about R&B. No.
Who?
No, you like I am, because when I'm on the road and I gotta go to our house in Maryland, I throw on. Listen, when she go to sleep, whatever, what I do is when she go to sleep, when we on the road, she go to sleep. I don't want to stay property.
Yeah, sir. That's
from
what
the
I'm saying.
rip. And what I can't find is question, where can I find State Property, the first album?
Yeah, I don't know. They don't be selling it. And it ain't on iTunes or nothing.
You ain't got it like on something on your like laptop or
no, like it's like really no. And I'm gonna tell you one thing, I might have to charge you up because I know you want it.
Yeah, what you got? I got a lot of stuff. My archive is serious.
Listen, my hard copy is crazy.
I have a lot of things. You like Crispy so
I got Youngest in Charge.
Yeah, I got that. I got a lot of things.
You got Youngest in Charge?
Crispy,
she never had Youngest in Charge. She'll go crazy.
I'm very organized from my mom. I'm very organized with a lot of things. And like even when I bring girls
you have an OCD?
When I bring girls over the crib, they be like, yo, you live with a girl.
Yo, you know who I got you know who I got Youngest in Charge from?
Where?
Remember Emmanuel?
Yeah.
I got it from her. She had 10 hard copies.
Ain't that
I had a bunch. I got a bunch of them. Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that.
Man,
all right, so we found out that you have an OCD. You're a good heart. You're not quitting the music industry. You bought a watch that man had wanted all his life.
My OG Booby Slim.
Is that?
And you
got FDM number 9 out, which is Forever Do Me, the clothing line.
Yeah,
the book on the way.
Clothing. Make sure y'all go follow that on Instagram at Forever Do Me Clothing. The website is foreverdomeclothing.com. I do real good. I just put out a new
it's clothing.
Revamped it a little bit.
Okay.
I revamped it a little bit.
I got a shirt on right now. We're just hiding it from y'all.
Yeah. No, you can't take the mic.
Yeah,
he can't because we almost done.
It's dope. This is the little, you know
That's
what I mean?
the Wolf collection that I just brung out. You know why I did the Wolf though? You ain't even asking me that why I did the Wolf.
Because you mess with a chick that ain't shaved?
No, first of all, I'm a wolf and I'm always going to eat, right? But you know, y'all so silly. But the lion and the tiger is stronger than the wolf, but the wolf never entertains the circus.
Oh, wait, what?
You got to speak English for me, sir?
Yeah, wait, the wolf never entertains the circus. If I see a wolf...
Listen.
Wait, say it again.
Listen. The lion and the tiger is stronger than the wolf.
Right.
But the wolf never entertains a circus.
Basically, I ain't got time for that shit.
Oh, because the lion and the tiger be in the circus. So you ain't gonna never see a wolf jumping through a hoop.
No, basically, I ain't got time for that shit.
We don't entertain circus. We don't
entertain the shit. Yeah, like, boom, we don't entertain that. Like, I ain't with the bullshit, man. Like, fuck that. Like, yeah, real talk.
So, you know.
Like, sometimes when I be ready to go to bed, you be like, hey, D-Man, I be like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Oh, let me just suck it for five.
So that's how I came up with that.
I get your drift now.
So
you know
the
what I mean?
Wolf collection.
Yeah,
make sure y'all go check that out. The Wolf collection.
And when the chicks wear, that means, yeah, me, yeah. Fix your box, bitch. We lit.
So crazy.
That's what I heard.
What? Hello? No, I just skipped out a whole second because I was like, yo, you really. A lot of people. When I always tell people we don't do interviews, we do like you come, this like chilling at the house, huh?
Yeah. We talk like we having conversation.
No,
we just talk. We having conversation because a lot of people I know Buck.
So you feel comfortable, yeah. Like, and I know, and I never knew about the chick with the coat.
Subconsciously, I don't know. In certain atmospheres, I call them different names.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Like certain atmospheres, I call them different names.
Yeah.
I be like, hey, Buck, what up? Yo, NEEF, what up?
Yeah.
Bucky Rogers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You just want everybody to know that you know him. You hype.
It be like that though.
That's how it be.
Yep.
But that's a respectable thing because then there'll be some people that they be like, yo, that's bro right there. You be like, I don't need to know this nigga. You ever have to talk to your teeth? I don't even know this nigga. That's how you have to do like this?
No,
Yeah.
real talk. It be like that, man. And the one thing about Buck, like, he always been the same, no matter what. I don't care if you knew him since he was younger or whatever, he always been the same. Phone number been the same for over 10 years.
I changed.
Already, like, a lot of people, his homies locked up or whatever, they always on his line. He don't always screen his calls. He always answers.
I was like, is he gonna get some rest? When we was on the road, his phone came on. I said, man, everybody from jail know me.
FCI fits.
Like you really be looking out and you really stay humble.
It's like the thing about it is like I can't even really explain it because it's just me. It's just my upbringing. Like I tell people all the time, man, when you being yourself, it comes naturally. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you put out a certain image, you gotta keep that up, and you gotta remember everything. You hear me?
That's like a lie. You gotta remember every piece.
You gotta remember every piece. So just being me is just easy. That's just something. You know, I probably got more friends in the penitentiary than in the streets.
And that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of my friends that I grew up with.
That's crazy. Because even though I'm Buck, like, it's times in my life I would go to Buck, I'd be like, no, Buck, this shit, man, fuck that. This shit get real. He'd be like, no, you gotta forgive him.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I'm glad you said that.
Because I be ready to snap. Even though we around the same age and that's my homie, he still gives me the knowledge of an old head. He gives me the knowledge of an old head. So I call Buck and be like, Buck, what you think about?
You on medication?
I need to meet up with you.
From the reminder.
Are you on medication? Because you are too chill.
I need to holler at you, Buck. I want to know your input on certain things. And I go, he be like, no, you gotta forgive him, man. Like, at the end of the day, no matter if you want to do that or not.
Because it's like, I look at it like,
that's the part I'm working on.
I want Allah to forgive me. I want God to forgive me. And like I committed so many different sins. You know, I'm not perfect or whatever. So I committed sins that's way deeper than somebody trying to insult my character.
At least we didn't see it on
about
Instagram.
Me. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You want God to forgive you, so how you can't forgive? And I think I told you one time, because I used to say this, and not that I regret it, but you know, you live and you learn. On a record before, I said, on one of Chris' records, I said, see the one that forgives, Bucky never forgets. And I remember like it was yesterday. He called me. He said, no, because he sent me the record to do. Mm-hmm. And I put that on there. And he called me like, oh, you killed me. You went in and you killed me. I said, no, you know. But when I look back on it, it's like it's a hadith about like if you say that you forgive, but you never forget, you never forgave in the beginning. If you say that, because it's still some type of envy in you. Like,
you still hanging on to like
you saying it, but deep down inside is like, nigga, I'll forgive you. I ain't worried about it, but trust me. Like,
So, well, like, D might don't forgive or forgive. But I want to thank.
We have to.
Next Level Publishing. My co-host, Dynamite.
D-Mac-a-bitch.
See, that's why I'm like, keep playing, get slapped. The OG Podcast Network. I like that name though.
What?
I like that.
D-Mac-a-bitch?
Yeah. Is that somebody's name?
All right, my name.
That's your rap name? Can I keep on telling, just do a mixtape, just do it. I'll do the hook, we'll go number one.
I will have all the features in the world. My album will be so lit, I'll have so many features, I won't even be on the album.
He could be like DJ Khaled, just be yelling. Exactly.
The whole album. He don't never got a verse, he just ad-lib the whole album.
Thank you.
Puff and Baby.
And Khaled. Just yelling, D-Mac-a-bitch. This, da-da-da-da. And have everybody do so. I think it'd be lit, speaking into existence. But thank you, NEEF, for joining us today.
I appreciate y'all.
For real.
Man, real talk. We definitely got to, we would love to actually have you in, because this is not even 1/4 of what
we got to bring everybody up. But who can't come?
Everybody can come.
Everybody can come.
So everybody's invited?
Everybody's welcome. We're all welcome.
He said he forgave. I down.
Make sure y'all go get that Forever Do Me 9. It's out right now on all digital platforms. NEEF Buck. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at NEEF_Buck. It's Rogers.
Thank y'all so much for joining us, especially to you, because had it not been for you, my family will not eat, and my kids will eat you out of house and a damn home. We love you. I'm your girl, Lil Mo.
Alright, so I don't even need no Chicago.
Yes, you do. Because you gotta see, you can't be like, we talking about Kanye. Oh, you talking about his daughter? Like, nah, he just sneaking
I'm not gonna talk about his daughter. It's like you said, I'm going off.
I'm just saying. I'll have it. Here you go.
Come on, let's go. Alright, come on. Oh my God.
What?
This nigga. Check your mans out.
So that's what you gotta say, yo, check your mans out.